Welcome back. Some good news for junior hockey fans. The 2027 World Junior Hockey Championship is coming back to Alberta. Rogers Place in Edmonton will be the main venue. It will host 17 games including semifinals and the medal games. Red Deer will host 14. All 10 national teams are also required to play at least 2 pre-tournament games. These games will be held in smaller cities and towns across Alberta.
We'll be looking at communities like Camrose and Red Deer and Whitecourt and other communities around the province who are prepared to host both team camps as well as games ahead of the event.
Edmonton last hosted the World Juniors in August of 2022 when the tournament was rescheduled because of the pandemic. No word yet whether Grand Prairie will host any pre-tournament games or when tickets will be available. There's been no deal yet between the Toronto Blue Jays and one of their star players. Bo Bichette has rejected a qualifying offer from the Jays. That means he can now field offers from other teams. Bichette is coming off a stellar season that saw him tied for second in the major leagues in hits despite missing the final 3 weeks of the regular season. With injuries, he could still re-sign in Toronto, but if he doesn't, the Jays would get a draft pick as compensation. And finally tonight, scientists have long known wolves are highly social and intelligent, but new evidence captured on camera is being described as jaw-dropping. Would you believe that one wolf has figured out how to use a tool invented by humans? Here's Sinjin Alexander with a remarkable video.
That's not a dog playing fetch, but a wolf with a buoy in its mouth. She wasn't trained to do this, but somehow knew her effort would pay off.
We always have known that, how smart and how intelligent, wolves are.
The images were captured by researchers who've been trying to learn even more about the animals, in particular in the Haitsook Nation. They were also trying to solve a mystery, why so many crab traps were being damaged. So they set up cameras and audio recorders.
And we thought, maybe we'd see a seal going by or we'd see a mink going by and we might get a bit of a hint as to what's doing this.
There were clues. Buoys were munched up like chew toys. But it couldn't be a bear, couldn't be a wolf, because the traps were set way out in deep water. Yet the eye of the camera told a different story.
Wow, I guess. We weren't anticipating seeing this.
After getting out of the water, a quick shake to dry off, somehow the wolf knew to reach down, get hold of the line, and reel in the trap. She also knew all of it had to come in, because the goodies, that's the bait, were in the orange cup.
It's not surprising that they're able to figure something like this out. Like, they are just so intelligent. They are so much like us. There's a lot of familiarity there.
So far, researchers don't believe the wolf was after some crab and was quite satisfied by the snack in the bait cup. However, she may surprise them yet. Sinjin Alexander, CTV News, Vancouver.
Michael, that's all for sports.
All right, good stuff. Hey, before we go, let's talk a little bit about the Blue Jays and Bo Bichette. I remember walking through the Fairmont in Jasper 2 years ago through that big, beautiful lounge, and I was wearing a Mariners jersey. It was a playoff game against the Blue Jays, and I got booed by about 200 people. And
Makes sense.
Greatest feeling ever. But I've become a big Blue Jay fan ever since you guys forced me to watch them. This has got to be tough. If you lose him, he's part of the heart and soul, him and Vladdy of the lineup.
He's obviously a really good player for the Jays. He hits every parts of the field. And this feels a little bit like when they had contract negotiations with Vladdy, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of stress in the air for Jays fans. So I'm hoping that they sign him just for the sake of Jays fans.
Well, as an honorary Jay fan, let's hope he doesn't sign with Boston or New York.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, that is our newscast for tonight. We should mention before we go, Monday night football, or Thursday night football rather, we are not preempted, so we will see you tomorrow at our regular time at 6 p.m. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.